Okay, S&P's not doing much here. Probably not trading this one today. Fill that imbalance, perfect. This. Yeah, nothing on S&P today. Let's see what's moved. All the yen pairs. 7%. So the yen and the kiwi moved a lot. I seen this last night. Unbelievable. Let's check this out. Oh man, I don't even want to look at this. So this was yesterday's trade. 3 for 3. Hit a 3.9. Yeah. If we would have just held it, and I had moved my stop loss to 1-to-1, so I was already profitable for the day. I could have just let this run. It would have never hit because I moved it after this point. So it would have never hit my stop. I would have been in it this whole time, and we would have officially. Man, this is gonna make me puke. Oh, this would have hit a 1 to. I don't even want to look. 1 to 24. 1 to 24. Man. Like, that's all hindsight. Like, I would have had to hold that till 8 o'clock last night. But, man, like, 1 to 24. And I just gave this trade away for whoever watched this, which is not very many people, but, man, oof. Okay, well, I got roughly 10% of that trade. So I closed it at, with my broker spread, it was 3.9. Right? I can't even do it. It's so small. It's 3.9. Man. Right there. That was what I caught. This is what I caught out of all of this. It would have just ran. No drawdown, just beautiful all day. Could have just periodically every hour or two opened up my phone and looked and like, oh yeah, I'm up a bunch of money every hour. But nope, we closed it. So gonna make a good mental note of that. Actually, I'm gonna write that in my journal because that needs to be. If we would have just held this and just let it run, that's the whole week's worth of profit. That's 2 weeks worth of profit, man. That's crazy. 1 to 24. Oh well. On to the next one. Okay, so clean all these up. We'll leave that trade. We'll clean all these up. Price filled all of these imbalances. And created some new ones. Look, now it's going to make its way back up. It's a beautiful thing. Might be able to catch it on the way back up now. These 5-minute imbalances I'm not concerned about now because they're old. I was only concerned about them during my trade. Alright, got a 4-hour imbalance here. I think my big one that I'm going to look at, let's see, the weekly pound CAD moved the most this week. So I'm not worried about pound dollar right now. We'll just leave that be. We got some imbalances marked. This was a 4 hour. Okay, so we got that. Pound yen might be ready to fall too, but don't want to worry about that either. We're going to move that here. We're going to move these all in here. My focus is going to be USDCAD. And I do believe Kiwi dollar was what I was looking at. Yeah, this is a nice one. Kiwi dollar. And I do think the dollar index is starting to reverse a bit. So it favors us. USD CAD, probably my number one today. Just want to see the other, where are they? Aussie dollar, we'll just mark these up quick. Look at this, comes down, fill this imbalance, then wants to head back up. Euro USD moved a little bit here. Still has a little bit more to go on the week, so I think it could have another push down. But I think that because the dollar is going to lose a little bit of value, I think it's going to push this actually back up. So I don't think it's going to go much further this week. So yeah, we're going to focus on USD CAD. These other USD pairs. No, USD CAD's better. It's already breaking this point of structure, but we're going to mark this out. So I seen this earlier. There's a big 15-minute imbalance here. So I want this to be filled before I enter a trade. So we're going to mark or set an alert for this one. Look at that. Came up, filled this imbalance. Man, just tapped this, but somehow didn't fill that one. That one still technically needs to be filled, that big one. It's already breaking below here. It's a big 30-minute, a bunch of 15s in here. Going to mark these just because I'm interested in taking a trade. So these imbalances matter. Even if they're only 15-minute ones. Wow, nobody on the stream yet. Okay, so we want price to come back up and tap this. Because even though it might not, it might just keep breaking lower. It's too risky to have this big of an imbalance. Look at all these 5 minutes. Yeah, I want this to come back up here first, tap this, get some more sellers here, and then lower. So far we have to wait on this one. But Kiwi yen, or Kiwi dollar, sorry, actually looking pretty good here. So these got filled beautifully. Like, man, I just can't make this up. This 1 hour is old, so it disappeared, but like, still respected it completely. Super beautiful. That little tiny 4 hour up here, we'll mark that. Okay, so this is already shifting structure. We have a 30-minute tiny imbalance here. I would like filled ideally before I enter a trade. This 15-minute got filled, created a higher swing low, so that's super good. Do have these 1 hour imbalances here, which we'll get, which is not too far from our entry. So there'll be a lot of sellers in here. So a lot of resistance as this moves back up. You can also see as far as zones go, there's one right there. Look at rejected, broke, came back up, rejected, look at rejected, came back up, finally broke. So this area is going to pose a bit of a threat to a trade, but these dollar CAD here, USD CAD, and QE dollar will move somewhat inversely. So as this pops up and hopefully fills this imbalance, this should pop down and fill this one, and then they should be both good to go. New York doesn't open till another 18 minutes. Do we have news today? We got some US news, nothing too crazy, but a bunch of speeches. So we'll see how those play out. I'm not in a rush to enter because the last few days that I've won consistently, my trades came a little bit later in the session, so just kind of let them do its thing. It'd be nice if this actually filled this imbalance and then pulled back, and then I was ready to hammer the next ones. Because there's going to be sellers here and here, so we want to get rid of those sellers first, so that they're not in our way, so that we can tackle these higher ones here. Daily makes it all the way back up to this one. If you look at the range for the day, this still has roughly 35 pips in it. So, and the daily high is technically right now, or that daily high would be right here. So we have 37 pips roughly from this candle here. So it would take us about here. We probably won't quite make it to this 1 hour, but it'll come close. I'm happy with the 1 to 5 even. It's the weekend, so I'm not going to hold anything over the weekend. So I won't feel bad if it's a crazy RR and I just miss it, because I'm not going to hold it for the weekend. So USD CAD looks like it's really struggling with this area, which is nice for us right now, because if it's consolidating, there's a good chance that it wants to push back up here and grab some more sellers. So that would also really help me, because right now my trade setups here are going to look like this. Need price to come back up here, create essentially a lower swing high. We won't see that till after we're in the trade though, but it'll take at least 5 hours for that 1 hour swing high to establish itself, the red line here. So, and then smooth sailing to clear all these imbalances. We can look at some other stuff right now, just because we got a little bit of time here for those to set up. Man, gold is actually like pretty beautiful. Look at this, came down here. I marked this up. Yeah, I would have had this too. I remember I marked this up. I would have lost the first one, but the second one would have hit. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. 1 to 26. Oh, why am I leaving so much money on the table? I didn't actually enter that trade, so I left all the money on the table technically. these are important, especially because we have dollar trades here. So I'm going to mark these up. This one's good. This one's good. I need the dollar to weaken today. So I'd like this to just keep pushing downwards here. There's a lot of imbalances here actually. Okay, we're back. Still nothing happening here. Let's just look at, so we looked at the week here. Pound CAD has moved the most this week, so we'll look at Pound CAD. Oh, this is nice actually. Filled this imbalance, came right back. So we can move this down to here. 1 hour as well, okay. See what else there is here. Yeah, I was getting into this last night. Probably would have went okay, but just way out of session. Did think about it though, but I'm trying to stay within my sessions. Clean this up here. I like gold a lot. It's been moving so good. This. Mark all these imbalances. This is not a daily imbalance. I don't know why it says daily. Only 1 hour. I'm gonna set an alert here. I'll probably want to sell it when it gets backed up there. Yeah, there's really not much else I want, which is good. It's best not to have a ton of options. Then you can't focus on making a winning one. All these other CAD pairs, pretty stagnant. This one's not bad. But yeah, this is number one. Okay, so we're gonna just focus on these two here. Look, this is actually doing what we want. You can see big rejection here. It's pulling up to this area. Exactly what we wanted to do. Got New York session opening in 6 minutes. So that's looking good. This is rejecting this area. I would like a pullback to this 30-minute imbalance. Even just any of these fives. I'm not worried about these fives just because we have a higher swing low here, kind of protecting these fives. So this I'm not worried about, but I want these filled, and ideally this one filled too. So this position is going to look like this, essentially. You could see this popping up, filling this imbalance first, and then coming back down. It might not come back down, but I would like to wait for that. I think USDCAD is going to be the one. Now, if we decide like what we want, oops. So if you look at this whole segment of price, this is the low for the week right here. a fib all the way to the top. Look at this. Can't make this up. It's perfect, perfect 1 hour imbalance down here. Technically this little guy too, which is a little bit closer to the 618. That's going to be our target. So there's a ton of room. I don't think it'll move that far today, obviously. But like from here to here, well, I mean, it's 80 pips. It does do about 80 pips. Yeah, it really could move that far today, especially with the U.S. news. I could see it happening. It's very possible. So I'm going to let this continue to push up a little bit. I really want it to fill this imbalance just because it's so big. It is only 15 minutes, so it's not as significant. But because it's so big, it's a 8 pip, 15-minute imbalance. So, and there's technically this 15-minute imbalance is a bunch of 5 minutes too. There's 4 different 5-minute imbalances here. So I'd like price to come up and fill these first. But I do think that USDCAD is going to be the number one. Don't see anything else that I like. Just by looking at this, like if we were just to go off perhaps a daily retracement, yeah, none of these have really moved enough. Like, oops, USDN would be the most likely for a pullback up, but I would need it to come down to here. And then I'd look for something. Look at how these imbalances always fill. I would look for a buy back up here, but again, that would require the dollar losing value, which is what I need for my USDCAD trade. So that's actually pretty big bullish candle forming here. I'll come down, tap that. We have 2 minutes till New York opens. 2 minutes till New York opens. This might tap, but I think I'm just getting ahead of myself. I don't think I should worry about this at all. I think I'm going to stick to my dollar CAD here and my Kiwi dollar. This is pushing up, so if this can, I would be happy if price came up because it looks like it wants to just push up. So if it pushes up, it fills this imbalance, it pulls back, ideally fills these 5-minute imbalances, because that would even add up to a retracement of something like this. Yeah, you'd get like a 618 retracement, fill this imbalance, and then head higher. I'd be okay with that too. I don't love it, but hopefully we get a spike in volume in the next minute and then within the next 31 minutes. When are these speeches? 30 minutes? Yeah, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 2 hours. I don't know if those will do a lot, but oh, welcome to the stream. Finally somebody joined. So yeah, I do think this is still a better bet here. Really want it to come up though. So the next 30 minutes, ideally it comes up, pushes up, fill these imbalances. And then good to go. Gold is actually pushing up quite a bit. Just want to see how much it's moved on the day. So gold has moved 65 bucks today. On average, it moves 87, so we'll just call it 90. It's got another $25 to move, which I think would put us at, no, it'd still be way below this one, so not interested in gold. Not interested in anything else. These are a little choppy. S&P, I'm not interested in today, but let's just see. I think there'd be some big setups next week. and somewhat consolidating. Yeah, all week it's just been consolidating. So it needs to push up here, push all the way down and fill these. Do you think it's going to push down and fill those? So we have a potential 4-hour swing low forming here. We need 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 4th candle. So on the 5th, this should form, and then on the 6th, it solidifies. So that won't be this session. Well, that'll be at the very end of the session. But so then potential trade set up, and I'm just going to call this now, so that next week, you guys aren't like, wow, this guy's so smart. I already called it. But this doesn't have to be perfect. But this will be a swing low, just like these ones, and then ideally price is going to break this and start filling all these imbalances. So I think that'll happen next week, as long as this forms. And even if price pushes up and fills these imbalances, that would be even better. Then it's really more likely to come up and push back, because these imbalances need to be filled. I think there's too much price down here, and there's too much consolidation here. So it's really having a tough time finding buyers up here, as you can tell. So because it's having a tough time finding buyers up here, and again, there's more sellers here and here, they're going to have to go hunt for buyers. Buyers are all down here, specifically this one right here, right at 54.05. There's going to be a lot of buyers in there. So it'd be good for this to do. It'd be really healthy for this to make a nice downwards run. Look at the weekly range. Let's just pretend it closed at this price today, like right now. Look at that. So the weekly range for next week is literally perfect. The weekly range is 308. So we can even drop this down. 308. Let's boost this up. Like here. Call it 330. Yeah, that's about right. So this is what we're looking at for next week. And granted, a lot of structure still has to set up. Price breaking this swing low, which we're just going to highlight this actually and leave it. Four-hour swing low. Yeah. So then this will create a 1-hour swing low as well here. And then break that one, break that one. Then if it breaks this guy, she's headed way down to fill all these imbalances. So we'll let that play out. That won't be this session. Might not even be Monday. It'll be Tuesday. This, we're still waiting to pull up. We haven't got any push from New York Open, but again, that speech is in 25 minutes, so that might be more of the push then. This is continuing just to kind of trickle upwards, fill this imbalance. If we look on here, what else is moving today? Moving in the last hour. Aussie CAD, Aussie dollar. Moving the most. Be interested in a trade once price comes up to here. Tells me Aussie CAD's moved the most this last hour. Yeah, it's a pretty big bullish candle. Let's see. So this is actually good. So Aussie CAD moves on average 68 pips a day, and it's already at 60. It looks like it's still pushing bullish. So I would set a, this is actually super good, a bunch of confluence. So we're going to set ATR is greater than. Once that hits 68, it's going to let me know. Ton of wicks in this range too. So depending on what the other pairs look like, they're my main focus, but depending on what they look like, once price hits this area and hits the average range for the day, we could get a retracement for the day, which I would be really happy with. We got some imbalances here that need to be filled. Specifically, these 30-minute one. This 30-minute one is beautiful. So this is actually moving really good. So if price retests this and then shifts structure, I'd be super interested in potentially trading Aussie CAD today. We're going to move that just to primary focus right up here. And then, so if Aussie CAD is approaching its high for the day, that means there's a good chance that USDCAD is also approaching the high for the day, which means it wants to sell off too. And then if we look at pound CAD still has about 25 pips to go for the day for range, but then it might retrace as well. So I would be interested. I'm going to set an alert once the ATR is greater than, let me know, because we might take a trade on this one too, depending on how everything else sets up. These CAD pairs seem to be moving the most today, so oh yeah, my USDCAD, I think this is going to be the one. This is looking real good. It's still pushing up. This is exactly what we want. So if USDCAD hits this area, as all the other CAD pairs are also hitting their daily range and want to reverse, that's really going to help this reverse too, which is exactly what we want. So I'm super here for it. We're going to put that in there too. We got Aussie CAD in here. We're going to put pound CAD in here too. It's because we might get a nice daily retracement. You can see this is a heavy wick area. Let me know when this starts creating swing lows. Both of these. This is entering a heavy wick zone 2. It's actually a 1 hour imbalance here too. It's really nice. Yeah, this is looking really good. So USD still my number 1. Pushing up real nice as all the other CAD pairs push up too. CAD's really taking a hit this hour. So that's good. I want those all to push up. Hit their range. I want this to fill this imbalance, and then we're going to be ready to short it. Now we just wait. We just wait it out. I'm going to need another coffee soon. crazy pound dollar trade yesterday. Absolutely beautiful. And also disgusting at the same time that I missed all of this profit, but it's going to happen. A winning trade's a winning trade. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Please, come on, keep going. We got about, oh yeah, 3 pips, and it's going to hit this zone. Aussie CAD, Kiwi CAD. I'm going to add all the CAD pairs to my watch for the day because I'd be interested in all of them. Just depending on which one has the best setup. Oh, look at this, is already selling off perfect. But what we need, I would still need this to create a swing low, come back up and break that swing low. And this will notify me once the swing lows are made. So EuroCAD, even though it's been really choppy, normally I wouldn't trade it. As far as today, it's got good movement, so it hits its range for the day and it retraces. That's all I really care about. I don't need these big moves up here, although they're good to watch for. They're not today's moves, but still good to mark because price will come back here eventually. Yeah, so these CAD pairs, we're looking for sell-offs shortly here as they all range out. This is really nice too. These all got hit. Look at this, just beautiful. Okay. Kiwi CAD still has about 20 pips of range, so that's that'll take us actually pretty close to this 1 hour imbalance, which would be really nice if it hit that. I just want all the CAD pairs to be exhausted so that I can enter my USDCAD trade. Yeah, this is selling off already, but no trade forming yet. Big 1 minute imbalance here. I need to get filled. EuroCAD still has roughly 20 pips of range, so it's gonna have to create a swing low here, come back up, and then break that swing low. So we got lots of time on that one, if we even consider it. But USDCAD is our number one. Oh, but this is rejecting this really nicely. Okay, so this puts us in a bit of a tougher spot. So because this is rejecting this so heavily, you can see this huge liquidation right at the swing high. It's a nice level here. This tells me that it might not make it all the way up here. But for us to enter a trade, let's see. Ideally, I still want this to come up here. And in a perfect world, it will. But if this creates a swing low and then comes up and then breaks that swing low, probably be about 8 a.m., maybe shortly after that. So I would still be interested in a trade like this if it creates a swing low, comes up, and then breaks it. So this is still number one. This is potential number two. And if I lose this trade, first entry, but I hit the next one, then I'm fine with that. We got some nice imbalances in range here. this will want to fill. So we're just going to keep letting this do its thing. Kiwi dollar looks like it wants to retrace. Head down here. Maybe start filling these imbalances. Don't think it'll make it all the way back down here, which sucks. That's really where I wanted to enter. And I wanted this big imbalance filled before I entered. Don't think that's going to happen. CAD pulling back a little bit. Definitely nowhere near an entry yet. It's going to have to create a swing low, come back up, probably fill this imbalance, and then break it. And then I'd be considering a position on that. Don't think we'll get a 1 to 10 trade. I think the only 1 to 10 trade we might get is on USDCAD. So anything else, I think 1 to 5, which I'm still fine with for a Friday. I gave up a 1 to 24 yesterday, so. Oh, no, we're good. So Kiwi CAD created a swing low here that it looks like it might break. This still does have quite a bit of range on the day. So, and it's not really, I would like it to at least come up to an area like this. There's a lot of wicks. So this I'm not interested in anytime soon. It's got to come up quite a bit higher. Same with all of these, even though this is selling off pretty good. At this area, I could see this, I could see the next candle filling this wick, coming a little bit higher, which seems weird based on this candle as it's forming right now with 11 minutes left, but I could just see that happening at 8 a.m. So we don't like that one. Aussie CAD looking kind of promising. Approaching this daily wick zone. Oh, it's not even close to the range for the week though. But I mean, that's not everything. Daily imbalance we can delete because that got filled. This is approaching a nice wiki area here though. I think Aussie CAD. I would even consider a short position on Kiwi dollar if it came up to like this second imbalance and started rejecting it. Because I don't think we're going to get the buy down here, so we can get the sell up here though. Yeah, this is heavily rejecting, which sucks. Didn't make it up here. Pretty close though. I was like within 3 pips, but so we do have some time on dollar CAD here. We need this to, it's hitting these imbalances, so now it might pull back up a little bit, fill these ones. Then we'd be looking to enter a position as it breaks this new swing low here. If it creates one, like you can see, exactly what I said. Hit this balance now, start pushing up. But Kiwi dollar, what are these other dollar pairs doing? This is at a very big imbalance here. If this pushed up to here, I would be looking for a sell all day. Same with this one. These ones are just a little far out. Yeah. Oh, a little far out. I mean, this might almost be. I kind of like how this is setting these swing lows. And this isn't a wick area. This is one of those trades where huge, huge reward to the risk. It is an area that it is rejecting. It's creating 1 hour swing lows, which are significant. Heavy consolidation, hasn't really moved this week at all, so it still technically has a ton of movement this week. So it might be to the upside, might be to the downside. It really depends on these speeches, probably. But yeah, this, I mean, I don't think I should take this. I don't think I'm going to take this, but yeah, I just want to call it out now. There's a good potential here, even for this session, for something like this. Let's set an alert. When price crosses that swing low, let me know. We'll decide then. Because again, like this, I mean, you look at this, even just the day range, there's so much money. Like, there's so much potential here. This is your 1 to 10, even just like this 30. Man, so much here. So we're gonna pop this in here just to see, just to see how that plays out. This is creating a swing low here. 1, 2, 3, a few more hours left there. But I mean, I would like price to come up to this 1 hour and fill that imbalance first, but we'll watch that. USDCAD, we'll see. This is creating its new swing low here. We'll see how it does with these imbalances. Ideally, I still want it to come up to this 15. There might be an influx in like 6 to 10 minutes. So maybe that pushes us up. Let's see, we got our swing low there. I'm going to need another coffee. Kiwi dollars pushing a little bit higher. I would consider a short position. Let's just see how much. Should be a big imbalance here. Yep. Let's just see how much potential risk to reward is in this one. Let's pretend it came up to here, switch, shifted structure. We consider a short position. Oh yeah, no, you can't. There's just not enough potential there. Not enough reward there to even consider that position. Aussie CAD, new swing low formed. Perfect, I see it. So, I mean, ideally, wherever this decides to quit going up for the day, let's just see what this would look like. We would target at least this 30-minute imbalance. Yeah, it's like this one has a 1 to 5. Really depends on where this new swing low forms. If this keeps pushing higher, and then that creates a higher swing low. and breaks that swing low, we'll be better off. Something like that. Pound CAD just made a new swing low way down here. Because it's a pound pair, we'll probably get a lot more out of it. It's got a bunch of imbalances here to fill. So potentially look like something like this. I really do want at least a 1 to 5. Pound CAD's tough. Let me just see my spreads with my broker. Pound CAD, where are you? Right there. Yeah, you're looking at a 2.5 pip spread. It says right here actually too. So like that's a little iffy. If the swing low formed up here though, oh yeah, I mean there's good money in this one. Aussie CAD, there's just not enough money in because like even if we got a swing low up here, I have to come all the way down. So like for example, roughly a 38% retracement of the day would give us maybe 1 to 5 on Aussie CAD. But on Pound CAD, let's see where it creates us. 38% retrace. Well, still only give us like 1 to 6, but there's good imbalances here. Price might go to. I do like the Pound CAD better. There's just a lot more pips in it. See prices coming up, filling this imbalance. Aussie CAD's going a little bit higher. I'm not going to write off Aussie CAD yet. Kiwi dollar, I think I am though. We're going to move that back out of here. I'm not going to worry about that one today. Euro CAD. Let's just see what a daily retracement would look like on this one. I mean, if it overshot the 618, which it definitely could for the day, and that takes us right to this 1 hour imbalance. So we get more than a 1 to 10, depending on where it creates a new swing low. So there's good potential in that one. I just don't see that. Well, this keeps going higher, so we might actually get the good potential. We might get potential here. And then if we were like at least this 30-minute imbalance or this 1 hour, like we look at the other ones, then it gets a little bit better. So Aussie CAD also has a little bit better spreads. So again, we don't need a 1 to 7 or like we don't need anything more than a 1 to 5. So still consider that. Euro CAD, Kiwi CAD really pushing up here. We're gonna look at a full retracement of today. This was the low for the day, all the way down here. So let this keep pushing. Let's take a look at the S&P quick here. Nothing much. Oh, look at this. This is exactly what we wanted. Huge push up here, completely annihilated these imbalances. Yeah, we need a push up here. Right at 8 a.m. Oh man, this is perfect. Yes, please hit that imbalance. Okay. That should have sent me a limit alert. Oh, it did. Okay. We're back. Dollar CAD, my number one right here. Because it's hitting us in balance. The other ones haven't. These all should start triggering their average 2 ranges though. This is within 3 pips, so These are all looking really, really good. USDCAD is my number one. So now we've officially filled this imbalance. Now we need price to come down, create a swing low, probably in one of these imbalances, come back up, and break that. And that is what we're going to wait for. I'm going to need another coffee. We got a little bit of time here. I'm going to go get a coffee. And this trade should be ready real soon. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Perfect. Tap this zone, sold off. That's a good sign already. Need price to fill these imbalances here. Our trade will look something like this. Let this create a new swing low and then break it. It would be really nice if this filled all these 1 minute imbalances. Be super happy with that. I'm going to, let's check out these other ones. This one also tapped that zone, so that's nice. Your CAD's continuing to push higher. So is GBPJPY. Don't worry about that one. I'd like all these imbalances to get filled. I'm going to figure out what I want to risk on this. Oh yeah, so we want to see big push up here. I want these all to fill. That'd be so nice. We're going to risk pretty high on this one. Okay, we got all of our risks set up here. So we're all good to go for that. Let me get this ready in here. Getting everything positioned to enter the trade. It's still going to be a little bit. I'm glad this is pushing up and filling those imbalances. That's absolutely perfect. It's right here, all set up. Yeah, we need one more little push, fill this imbalance. I'd be super stoked if this created a higher swing low, higher than this one, maybe up here or something. Really nice. Or if this came up, retested this swing high, came a little bit deeper in this 15-minute imbalance, that'd be really nice too. I'd be okay with that. Price just filled this imbalance. Great sign, great sign. Still looks, it's got a lot of bullish momentum so far, which is nice. We can exhaust all those buyers up there and grab all the sellers. I am one of the sellers. So we are going to set this trade entry. And then ideally move this up, but I'll get it all ready to go. 139,166 is our current entry, but we're gonna have to change that. Oh, most likely it's gonna be higher than that. We'll get it all ready for now. 139,216 is our stop. 138.66. I don't like that. It's the sign of the devil. So we'll put 138.667. That's going to be our take profit. And this is probably going to adjust. I don't think this will be the swing low we enter on. I think it'll create a higher one, especially as price comes down and fills these imbalances. It should create a higher swing low somewhere in here that we can enter upon breaking. But as of right now, our trade is set for breaking this swing low. And cool. This is pushing higher into this 50-minute imbalance, which is what I wanted it to do. What's also most likely happening, yeah, is these are all pushing a little bit higher. So the range for the day is getting exhausted as these run out of steam as well. Pound CAD's pushing higher. That's fine. I knew this one had more daily range. It still has another 12, 13 pips in the range. So let that push up. Delete this for now. We don't need that. Move this to here. I'm not going to write these trades off either. And they do correlate heavily with my other one. So works as a nice confluence for my dollar CAD trade. If these other CAD pairs also sell off, you can see this has created a lot of imbalances here. So when this pulls back down, it'll probably create a higher swing low in here, and then we'll see maybe that's the end of it. Euro CAD's going on an absolute tear, which is good. I really want all these CAD pairs to be exhausted. That just helps my trade. This is pretty much at its range for the day. QBCAD's got another 15 pips, but it is creating swing lows that are closer together now. So it looks to be tiring out a little bit. So now this has pushed, it retested this area. Actually broke it, came even higher, so that's fine. Deeper into this 15-minute zone. So it actually hit, we can figure this out. So this entire imbalance here, the halfway mark would have been 139.311, and this pretty much hit 139.31. So yeah, 0.1 pips away from hitting the full 50% retracement of this imbalance. So super happy with that. That's a legit fill. Sometimes it just taps in, but I'm happy if it comes right in. There's a lot of sellers in here, so it should be grabbing them now. So super confident with that. I don't need price to come back up to this 4-hour today, especially because we have a lot of wicks in this area already, so totally fine with that. There is potential, so what could happen is this actually just becomes bullish for the day because this still has roughly 40 pips of range. So this could just be a bullish day and push through this. I don't see that happening because it's having so much rejection here, but it could happen. So in that case, we just won't get a trade. So we won't lose any money, but we'll sit here for the next hour without a trade. But I can see this setting up here. And then especially because dollar CAD still has 40 pips of range in the day. if it doesn't go bearish, if it just continues bullish for the day, it's got 40 pips left. But these others are all hitting their daily range. So this is at 65 out of 68. So the other ones are all exhausted. So the chances of all the other CAD pairs being exhausted for range in the day, bullish wise, will translate over to USDCAD being also exhausted bullish for the day. Because there's no way that all these other CAD pairs sell off and dollar CAD continues up. There's no way. So good sign for us. So I'm just going to mark this up. I'm not going to take it, not setting anything. But this is looking better as far as risk to reward. You know, if we could get a 1 to 5, 1.1 to 4.7, okay. I mean, even if we go to like the 50% retracement for the day, which is very reasonable, you're looking at a 5.4. Pound CAD continuing to move up. That's good. I want this to exhaust. So what's happening now is the Canadian dollar, the CAD is getting so weak, like it's weakening. So it's pushing these all up higher, which is great. I want to get as weak as possible to push these up higher and exhaust those other ones so this one can really set up for me. Our entry's still set all the way down here. I anticipate being able to move this a little bit higher though. As price comes down, fills these imbalances. Another thing that's good is you can see like pound CAD, euro CAD going through the absolute roof, but dollar CAD isn't. It's kind of, as much as those ones have moved, for example, euro CAD's moved 0.51% today, Aussie CAD's 40 or 0.4%, pound CAD's 0.46, dollar CAD is only 0.06 right now. So she doesn't really want to go higher today as of right now. The other ones have all moved quite a bit. So nothing here ready. Oh, the S&P's pulling back down a little bit. There's going to be no trade on this today, no matter what happens. But I'm not entering anything on this. But I'm going to watch. I'm curious. I'm curious if it breaks this area today. So far, I mean, there's still 38 minutes left on this 1 hour candle, but it is rejecting this 15-minute area. Only 8 minutes left on this 30-minute candle, and it is heavily selling off in this area. So this 15-minute imbalance, which is now filled, basically made it exactly 50% too. So is now selling off. Got 8 minutes left in this candle. So Aussie CAD is, I don't know if I have an alert for this. I'm just going to double, triple make sure. Every bar, let me know if there's a swing low. Yep. Aussie CAD's got a new swing low apparently. Come on. Oh, all the way up here. It's a nice sign. Oof. This kind of makes me want to enter. I mean, I shouldn't. Oh, and this hit my 1 hour. Wow, okay. This hit the upper limit. Yeah, so Kiwi looks like it wants to sell off. Kiwi dollar, but also, oh man, this is all so good. Everything's correlating nicely, but can't get caught up in that. But that means this Kiwi CAD probably wants to sell off soon too. Man, these are all looking so good. So with this, I mean, if this just keeps pushing up higher, then we don't have to worry about this. But I mean, this is a nice entry. These swing lows are getting closer together. I'd be happy with Aussie CAD too as a trade. Then we have, if we're just looking at a 50% retracement of the day, we already have a 5.7, so that's nice. I mean, this is just keeps going up. but it will soon get exhausted. GBPJPY as well. All these CAD pairs. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CAD pairs that I'm considering trades on. Dollar CAD's still my number one, but oh, Aussie CAD hit its range for the day. So this is officially ranged out. So should come to an end soon, but it does have a lot on the week, and I mentioned this earlier. Like, it still has 60 pips left to range on the week, so I'm not saying it's going to do that today, but there's still a lot of upside to this one. But I don't think potential upside. Not as much for these other ones. A ton for EuroCAD though. We're 130 pips left in range for the week, and it's Friday, so. Yeah, that one's iffy. I think dollar CAD's still my number one. Yeah, it definitely is. But it's good to watch these other ones. I'm going to get, let's close these ones up over here. I'm going to get Aussie CAD ready just to see what happens. Aussie CAD, where are you? Why can't I find you? Why are these never in order? There it is. Aussie CAD. I do like this still. Ton of imbalances to fill. We have a nice healthy 1 to 5 here. Now the 50% retracement for the day is right at this 30-minute imbalance. So that's super nice, real healthy. I would like this to create another swing high that's lower than this one, and also create a higher swing low that I could break. If this just continues down without making a higher swing low or a lower swing high, then I'm probably not going to enter here because there's just too much potential for this to retrace and just knock me out. I got an alert here. I don't know what this is for. Oh, potential for dollar yen to move back up, which doesn't help my USDCAD trade, but I'm not super concerned. It doesn't correlate like I would want it to, ideally, but shouldn't be a problem. Technically, for Aussie CAD and dollar CAD, all the CAD pairs, my risk to reward, or my risk is all the same. As far as lot sizing and everything goes, so that's universal. I can plug that in wherever. So whether I trade dollar CAD, Aussie CAD, pound CAD, Euro CAD, it's the same lot sizes. So I'm cool with that. These are just going to keep moving up. That's fine. Please exhaust yourselves. So the fact that these are still moving up and dollar CAD's moving down, great sign. Because as those continue to exhaust themselves, this one kind of already has. And so it's created these two little 1 minute imbalances. I'd like those to come fill. Create a higher swing low here that we could enter on. Then we'll be good to go. This 15-minute candle, which is about to close in a minute and 45 seconds, is bearish engulfing. Super nice. Happy with that. I'm probably going to move this up here a little prematurely. 1, 2, 3. We got a couple minutes here. I'd really like this to fill these imbalances, but technically it would be pretty close spread wise. if we were entered the trade and then it still decided to fill those imbalances, it might knock us out, but it might not. So still our position. Oh, it looks like it wants to sell off. Maybe just go a little bit deeper in this imbalance before it decides to fill these ones, hopefully. No, pushing through. Don't want to enter this. Oh, this is so beautiful. I don't want to enter here yet. I really want this to make a higher swing high and a higher swing low. I want it to at least try to retrace here. It looks like it is. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Come back up. Fill these imbalances, and then I can enter. So now we have to wait for 4 more candles for this to confirm as a swing low. Aussie CAD looks like it's consolidating a little bit, although that's happened before. Pound CAD potential. Swing low there. It is above its daily range, so happy with that. We're just going to put this here. Nothing is set, obviously. We'll just get this ready in case we decide. I think this will push this imbalance and then come up. So there'll be no entry for quite a bit on this one, but just get everything ready here. Or there could be potentially a swing low form. GBPJPY's continuing to push up. Okay, that's fine. This might be our new swing low here, which would be very nice, very heavily profit if that happens. Oh, maybe it's selling off, maybe not, maybe it won't happen. Oh yeah, this is looking so good. Fill these imbalances, perfect. 1, 2, 3 candles. I'm gonna move this a little premature. I'm not gonna adjust with my broker yet, but we're just adjusted on TradingView here. 139, 192, I think is gonna be our entry, guys. We filled these imbalances perfectly. Yeah, now I'd be happy if this just continued to sell off. Next couple minutes took its time, so this swing low could form. 139, 192. I think is going to be our official entry. We got a few more minutes. We got 2 more minutes before the swing low forms, and then another minute to solidify it. And there's these imbalances here, so that should slow it down on its way back down. Oh man, these are all looking so good. But I'm only going to take 1 trade today, even though they're all very similar trades. I mean, I could take more, but I'd rather just focus on this one. Okay, that's a big bear candle. Annihilated this imbalance. And I think it filled this one too. We're going to get this all set up with the broker. I'm going to adjust my price here. 139, 192 is our entry. Our stop is 139, 242. And our take profit 138,692 as of right now, in case it goes for a nasty rip. But that's, you don't have to fill all these imbalances. So I mean, I'd probably, you know what, we're just gonna, well, no, I mean, it's got the potential, so I'm gonna leave it. So we're all set to go. We got our swing low, perfect. Trade is set for entry at 139, 192. Everything's looking real good, guys. Worst case, I believe I lose this first entry, but then the second entry, we double down. Really confident in this now because the other ones are so exhausted. The other CAD pairs. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, the S&P's selling off. This is what I said. Can't crack these swing lows. But no trade for me on that today. But oh yeah, this actually might create an even higher swing low here with this candle. And that'd be nice. It'll take a little bit here though, at least another 4 or 5 minutes. See, we need a few more candles, and then this will become its new swing low, which would be sick. Pushing back up. No swing lows are forming on these CAD pairs yet, but they do look like they're slowing down. EuroCAD doesn't. EuroCAD's still going. The other ones look like they're slowing down a little bit. KiwiCAD here placed a new swing high. Yeah, this is all super nice. Just gotta be patient here. Might be another 10-15 minutes before we're entered, but I do think that once we're entered, this will play out really quick. I mean, if I just target this 1 hour imbalance here, how big is this 1 hour imbalance? Not that big. This is a retracement for the whole week, correct? Yeah. So we got this 1 hour imbalance, our first way up here. How big are these 15s? Oh, they're all kind of the same. They're all pretty significant. Okay. So I do think as far as today goes, high probability of hitting this far. So 1 to 5, 9. Call it 1 to 6. Super happy with that for a Friday, especially if it executes quickly. I'm going to adjust my stop here actually. Take profit's going to be 138.895. We're just going to target that 1 hour balance. I think that's super reasonable. Do you think this might create a new swing low here? Not sure if that will register, but we're currently ready to go. If price breaks this, we're in. Might get a higher entry here. Might retest this swing high. The other pairs have not formed any swing lows yet. EuroCAD just produced a 1 minute somewhat liquidation candle, so it might be slowing down. KiwiCAD's consolidating, but did print a swing high. This S&P is sell it off, just like I said it would, but there was no trade for me. But this will be ripe for Monday morning. So, yeah, cracking this 1 hour swing low. I just hope it doesn't dump. If this dumps, then, well, I mean, it should get caught. It shouldn't go today anyways. It shouldn't go any further than right here. And then it should retrace a little bit. And then so we can still get an entry like here and target all of this next week. So that's still good. If this breaks these swing lows today, that just makes our job easier for Monday. Okay, this is pushing up higher still. That's no problem. I think part of the reason with this was, no, USD yen still not pushing up yet. So with the dollar index, looks like it might. So the dollar is looking like it's going to get a little bit stronger, but as long as the CAD also gets stronger, which I believe the CAD will strengthen more than the dollar in the next couple hours, it's going to push this down. So that's totally fine. It's created 3 imbalances here, so these might get filled and create a higher swing low for us to break after that. And again, we can always switch our positions here to one of these other CAD pairs. All the lot sizing, all of that is the same, so it's no problem. If these produce a better entry, I guess, or a sooner entry, we can take those. So far, there's no swing lows being formed on these. This is the closest one, Aussie CAD's here. 2 imbalances here, so this might fill and then create a higher swing low here as it pushes back up. Don't have a trade set up here. This is just marked up. See, rejecting this. Oh, it's going to push it even further. We can get rid of this zone. It's there. Pound CAD and Euro CAD, they had a lot of room for the week, so that makes sense. Let's push it up a little bit higher. Yeah, still waiting on these. So Aussie CAD and Kiwi CAD might be the first couple to go after USDCAD, still priority, but then Pound CAD and Euro CAD might set up later, a bit after those other ones. So, but this is still number one. This didn't register as a swing low because there wasn't enough candles previously, I believe. 1, 2, 3, yeah, so that's why. So we still need to create a new swing low that we can break a higher swing low. Retesting this area, it's a good sign. Nice double top. If it doesn't continue any higher, but a pip or two away, there's a big 1 hour wiki zone here. Delete that. Don't really need that, but this could be a potential swing low. I think that's would register. Oh, as this pushes higher, okay. This might register as a swing low. And again, this could just keep going bullish for the day, which I did talk about. I won't get in any trades. I won't lose any trades most likely, but I just won't be in any trades I've wasted this morning. But again, we can always flip back to these. I won't enter this based on this break. I want it to retest. I want it to fill these imbalances first and create a lower swing high. I'm not in a rush to enter any of these other CAD trades. I will, but I'm not going to rush them. I'm going to let everything else set up, create a higher swing low, lower swing high. Give those plenty of time to shift. Let these other ones shift as well. You can see Pound CAD just created 2 swing highs, so that's good. Looks like it wants to switch. Euro CAD is now selling off. There's a 1 minute imbalance. I'd like for it to come up, fill, create that lower swing high. Then we can enter a break of structure. So these are all looking good. I think Pound CAD, yeah, okay, so I think it just had a little bit more oomph in it. Just trying to go a little bit deeper in this 15-minute zone just to grab as many buyers, or I guess sellers, sorry, grab as many sellers as we can in this area before it heads downwards, so before it descends. So I do think this might become a new swing low. 1, 2, 3. We'll know in 2 candles if it doesn't go lower than this. Just being super, super patient with this entry. Looks like it's consolidating a little bit. I do want it to push up, fill these imbalances, create a swing low, and then break it. No swing lows forming on these yet. Yeah. Dollar CAD still number 1. So we're going to let this just take its time setting up. This might be a potential swing low here, so we might be able to adjust our entry. And I mean, this would technically be the, if this creates structure here and it breaks, that's the first break of structure, which I don't usually like to enter on, but in this situation later in the session I will. And if I lose the first entry and I get a second one, I can just double my risk. And again, there's still so much. This is still a 1 to 6, so, and actually even higher up here, so still a ton of money there to be made, even if I lose the first position. It's a little aggressive, but I don't want to miss. I might only get 1 position today, so I don't want to lose it. Oh, look like this. There we go. That's our entry still. So now we need this to create a swing low here. And if it doesn't, either one of these ones, and then we'll break that. Oh, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this should have registered as a swing low, but it didn't. I think because there just wasn't enough candles before it. It's no problem. We'll just have to be extra patient, because then if it comes down, fills this imbalance, it'll most likely create a swing low here. So it's just going to take probably another 5-6 minutes. But again, these swing lows haven't formed yet. I mean, this one did, but it's also created big imbalances here that I would want filled anyways. So not concerned about this yet. I mean, that's still at least 5 to 10 minutes out. This, I would never enter this one because we have these as well. So these need to be filled for an entry. This hasn't even created an official swing low yet. Neither is this one. So USDCAD is probably 5 minutes out. These are probably 10, and these are probably 10 to 15. So from entering. So we're just going to let this keep doing its thing here. Let it push as high as it wants to, exhaust all those buyers, and grab the sellers. That's what we want. I'll just let this keep going. It's just the longer we wait, the more it just increases our probability. So I'm okay with that. So this has officially broken this structure. But again, I would never have entered this because it's the first break of structure, which is risky. But then you got some big imbalances here. So I could see price coming down to this imbalance, then coming back up and filling these, which would knock me out anyway. So no trade on that one, but it's moving in the right direction. Again, this is also moving right direction, but it's created a bunch of imbalances that I would want filled first. I don't want the first break of structure. Still no swing lows on pound CAD or Euro CAD, but it's about to hit this imbalance, which will probably create one. And then come back up, fill these, create a new lower swing high, and then a new swing low that we could break and enter. So still being patient with that one. This is still our number 1. This trading session for me might go a little bit later, but that's no big deal. I think we'll have a trade entered at least in the next 15 minutes. So this is starting to sell off. Hopefully this creates our new swing low, either at this imbalance or this one. Did create a little baby 1 minute imbalance up here. Not super concerned about that because it's very small, and as long as the momentum is pushing it downwards, if we get good momentum downwards, then I'm not worried about this little one. I do have to take a whiz though, so hopefully nothing sets up. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, so we're back. This is really good. Did exactly what I said. Come down, fill this imbalance, create our new swing low. So we still have a few more candles to form before this will establish itself as a swing low. But that will be pretty good for an entry there. Don't think we'll get a better one than that. So super happy with that. Let's check back on these other ones. So yeah, officially broke this structure point, but like I said, it'll probably come back up and fill these. This one is now touching the structure point. There's a lot of imbalances up here that it could go fill up first. This has pound CAD is yet to make a swing low, but I do think it will right away here with this big imbalance. I think there'll be a swing low formed in there. USDCAD, I thought it would stop at this imbalance and create a swing low, but blew right through, so it might be these ones now where it creates the swing low, then comes back up and tests these. So we can get this ready. 1, 2, 3. We got a few more candles here. We're just going to, I'm going to move this, get this ready. I won't change anything with my broker yet. I want to make sure that this is truly set. That's good. I'm okay with this keeps pushing up for the next couple minutes just to give us time to create this swing low. We have 1, 2, 3. This is candle 4, so we need a 5th candle to create it, and then we need a 6th candle to solidify it. So this is looking really good. I'm pretty sure this will create a swing low. I think there's been enough candles after this to make this a significant swing low. So we're going to get our trade ready with the broker here. We'll just get the numbers in place. We won't set it yet. So 139.272 is our official entry. Our stop is 139,322. And our take profit is going to be this 1 hour zone here. 138,895. Oh, we already got that. Okay, we got our swing low. Perfect. Now we just need this candle to close above this, so it solidifies that swing low. Everything is adjusted with the broker now. We're ready to set. Oh, we're just going to move this. I do believe this is going to be our official trade for today. I do think it'll enter on this swing high, or sorry, the swing low break. And we're going to target this 1 hour imbalance. We're stuck at a 7.5. It's only 37 pips. Very doable this morning. We still have Los Angeles opening up in the next, well, really it's like an hour and 5 minutes. So tons of volume left to come into the market. We got some speeches the next 34 minutes that'll move this, hopefully in our direction. Yeah, this is looking really, really good. And like I said before, I'm willing to lose this first position if I can get a better one. It's totally fine. I risked half as much on this first position, so that the second position I could risk double. And very good risk to reward. There's just a lot of confluences. So we got our candle close, this candle closed, which solidified this swing low. So we're super good to go with this now. Let's check in with all these other ones. I'd like for this to come back up and fill these imbalances. This looks like GBPJPY wants to do the same thing. Pound CAD, like I said, would come down into this imbalance and most likely create a swing low. So this will be the official swing low once it's set up. A few minutes as it retests these areas, which is good. I'm not going to enter any of these trades, especially if I'm in dollar CAD already, but it's good to make note because these all correlate. So if these are all coming up, filling these balances and then head back down further, that's just going to add more confluence to my trade. This is continuing to retest this area, which is I'm totally fine with. We got our swing low here. This trade's all good to go. I like that this is also consolidating pretty much within my stop here. So that's nice to see. So then if it decides to retest an area, it should be below this area. So like maybe like right here, which is within our stop. So if it decides to give us any problems upon breaking, it shouldn't come higher than this, as long as it breaks this. Oh, pound CAD formed its swing low. Perfect. Just like I said here. So another minute to solidify this swing low, which I'm sure it'll get. It's going to hit this 1 minute imbalance and struggle with that. Most likely, maybe retest this little area up here. So this would be good to go. I'm not going to enter this, but I mean, this trade's got a ton of potential too. This might even be a better trade than USDCAD, but I'm pretty committed to USDCAD, and we'll just watch this, see how it plays out. Oh, we got some bears coming in. It's good for us. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, we might get an enter here. Hopefully there's enough momentum that once this breaks, it keeps going. Don't really like how big this candle is. I'd like a few smaller candles. But we should be good. Okay, we are in. We're officially in the trade here. Right there, pretty much entered right at the candle close. So we are in the trade. We got a lower swing high. That's a good sign. This has a right. We got a couple potential, not even problems, but just things to note. So there's a 1 minute imbalance here, so it might struggle a little bit here, and then here and here as it goes down, but that's quite a bit further down. Let's just see on the 5 minute. We don't have much. Oh, this is actually in a 5-minute imbalance right now that it's currently filling, so that's good. So that should be, oh, and it's completely filled that. So, and this pretty much filled all, there's 4 5-minute imbalances that I talked about earlier, and it filled 3 of them. So happy with that. We can get past this 5-minute imbalance, then we should be pretty good to go. This did create a 1 minute, a big 1 minute with this candle here, which I'm okay with because it tells me we have momentum to the downside. And then if we need more sellers, they're in here. So price can come back up, tap our entry, no problem. And then hopefully sell off. We got a little zone here. So let's see, rejected, broke below it, broke above it, rejected, came up, now broke below it. So far so good. I'm okay with this. We hit this 1 minute imbalance like I knew we would have a little bit of troubles with. Right, there's going to be some buyers in here, obviously. So we're just getting those out of the way right now, I think. Especially because all these other CAD pairs have to come up a little bit and fill some imbalances. So very reasonable for them to do that. So as these come up a little bit and fill imbalances, might push this up a little bit, but shouldn't be a lot. So we officially filled this imbalance. We tapped into it anyways. Might go a little bit deeper. It is rejecting a little bit. Again, this was the first break of structure here. And normally I wouldn't enter on a first break of structure, but because this was so late in the session, everything else seemed exhausted. I thought this was reasonable enough, but if I do lose this position, then I'm ready to enter a second one at a better swing low. That's more confirmed of structure shift, right? Because you'd have two lower swing highs and then a break of a higher swing low, which would signify that the structure is changing and shifting downwards. So totally okay with losing this first position. I still thought it was a great entry, so it seems to be respecting this area as of right now, filling this 1 minute imbalance, getting ready to sell off. So we'll just have to wait and see what she does. We'll enter this, trade entered. So we do have some bulls coming in here, filling this imbalance. Hopefully we don't get stopped out with spread. So far so good, still good, still good. Ideally it starts to sell off now. Maybe it's just retesting these lows here. Hopefully. It's a deep retracement if that's what it's doing, but so far so good. We're still in, even with spreads. Oh, took me out. Fuck. It's not even close, man. Okay, there we go. Well, hopefully it pushes out. We're officially out of the trade. I got stopped out with spreads. This should form my new swing low. We'll get this next position ready. Hopefully this actually pushes a little bit higher into this area and takes me out properly and not just by the spread. Hopefully it actually hits my true stop loss. We got other ones forming here, which is a good sign. Pound CAD has some swing lows, Euro CAD has some swing lows, but a ton of imbalances in here. So still just focused on USDCAD. I'm committed now because I already took a loss on it. So yeah, this is why I usually don't enter on first break of structure, but sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't get like if I would have won this trade, if I would have not got stopped out, odds are I would have been straight down. And so it's worth the risk entering a half size position first, even though you have like a 50-50 chance of losing it. But I mean, if this just broke straight through, then I mean, I would have missed on all of this. So I never got an entry. So I did get stopped out on spread here, but this has yet to actually hit my official stop loss at 139.322. This did create a new swing low here, so we're gonna get this already at 139.24 here. We're gonna risk twice as much here. We under risked on the first one so that we could risk a bit more on this one. 139.24 is our entry. I'm just gonna remove these price labels so they don't confuse me. 139.24 is our entry. 139.29 is our stop. And 138.895 is our take profit. Oh, I never adjusted my size. We have to up our size here. Okay, once again, entry 139.24, stop 139.29, and take profit 138.895, I believe. 138.895, yeah. So this is our second position now. We're committed. It sucks it's already 9:05 in the morning. Got a lot I gotta do today, but we'll get this done. Hopefully we can enter the next few minutes here. So first trade we lost. Trade entry set. So we did crack the swing low, so we got, and it did create a lower swing high, so we got some confirmation that it at least is considering shifting structure. Depending on how the next few candles close, this could be also a new lower swing high, which confirm even more. I think a big problem with this is just because these other pairs created so many imbalances that it needs to at least attempt to fill them before selling off. So pound cat actually looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm not trading any of these. I'm just watching them just to see if they start moving down. But so far, this is our entry right here. Once price comes down to here, we might get another higher swing low. Potentially this candle here. Don't know if that'll register as one. I'm going to delete this line. We know this is an imbalance. It was massive imbalance. So this trade is officially worth 1 to 6.9, so not as good as this one. But again, we risked double on this one. It's not set, or it's set, but it's not entered yet. So depending on the time of day and how this decides to start moving, if it breaks the structure and enters us, and let's say it gets down to this imbalance and starts to really slow down, well, we're already up for the day. So that would give us our 4 for 4 winning days. But I do have to go soon. Just so you know. Oh, we got our lower swing high. Perfect. Yeah, I really don't want to miss this trade, so it is set right now. So if I do have to go, I mean, I prefer not. I prefer to be right in front of my screen watching this, but if I do have to go mobile, go off my phone for the next little bit, we can do that. I'm just going to set an alert here when price hits this. so I know for sure that I'm in. I think I'm actually going to, because I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna get off the stream, but the trade is still set, still valid, and we'll just have to see how it plays out later today. I'll just watch this as I do the rest of my stuff today. So, especially because I'm down for the day already, I don't want to miss a trade and then just have a losing day when it could be a very, very profitable day. So we're gonna leave this. It's still valid. We got lower swing highs. We have a lower swing low. So the structure is shifting somewhat. We got some speeches in the next 19 minutes. Pound CAD looks like it's shifting. These ones all broke their swing lows. Now they're just filling these imbalances and they're probably going to head lower. So everything's still looking really, really good. So I'm just going to leave this. This might even give me a higher swing low here to enter upon. So we'll wait a couple more minutes here just to see if this sets up. Then I can adjust it before I go. So yeah, a couple more minutes. We'll adjust this if we need. I gotta go eat, shower, get on the rest of my day. One, two, three, four, five. This might not register as a swing low. Yeah, I don't think it will because there wasn't enough candles before it. You just see heavy rejection in this area. These 5-minute candles. Man, what did I say? Remember? Last hour I said that this, oh no, it might have been the one before it. But with this huge wick here, that it would get filled the next hour. Exactly what it's done. So we'll see if this gives me any higher swing lows I could possibly enter on. If I have to just keep this one. This might also become a 5-minute swing low, which would really help us give another more confluence, I guess. Really confirm our entry here. I think it's just taking its sweet time because other ones need to consolidate. Or fill in balances, sorry, not consolidate. Let's see on here what else is moving today. Nothing. Retesting this zone. Okay, so I'm gonna go eat, get off this stream. Didn't give me any more potential swing lows yet, so I can always adjust them on my phone as I get the alerts. And we're just gonna manage this potential trade remotely here.